Hi friends, welcome back to another video. We are on day 6 of 12 days of DBT and we are officially at the halfway mark. Give yourself a pat on the back if you have also been participating. Quick little finger snaps for us because 6 days of consistent DBT intentionally is awesome. That's awesome. Today we're going to do a thorough what's in my DBT box. I know I did one of these on Instagram. That was just a quick little breeze through of it since it could only be so long. Now I'll be able to give a thorough explanation and show you guys what some of these things are, what they look like, and how they help me, and potentially give you guys some tips and tricks as to how to build your own. Now, I do have a video on my page of me putting my 2025 DBT toolbox together. This has a mixture of that stuff plus definitely some new stuff too, so feel free to check out that video too if you would like. I called it my DBT toolbox. It's technically a self-soothing box, which that's what I'm doing. I'm using my self-soothing skills when engaging in my DBT toolbox. This could be for anyone who experiences any form of emotional dysregulation. You do not specifically need to have BPD to have one of these things or do DBT to have your own toolbox. You could have your own if it helps you regulate. Use it. This is my DBT toolbox. It's basically a couple of things I reach for when I'm overwhelmed, stressed, angry, upset, overstimulated, dissociating, or when my emotions just are too loud and I can't handle it. I didn't make it to be a specific color theme or nice to the eyes or appealing. It is just supposed to be something I can grab and go when I need it. DBT teaches this engaging in your 5 senses. It helps you regulate your nervous system when you are emotionally dysregulated. For me, because I'm autistic and have a lot of sensory issues, I rely on this skill a lot. I will forget that it's there if I don't have some sort of visual reminder that I can actually access these things. Having everything in one spot really helps me. The reason why stuff like this helps calm me down is because my brain does not just automatically work and respond to logic, right? I think we all knew this. If people with BPD's brain react logically, we wouldn't be getting in the situations that we get ourselves in half the time, or end up in, even if we don't get ourselves in those situations. Because mine definitely doesn't. But when you're dysregulated, your body gets to decide the threat level, not your thoughts, not you. No, your body gets to decide how it's going to react. And the sensory comfort, it goes straight to the nervous system. Soft textures, warm temperature, cold water, face dives, very helpful, and it is extremely slept on. Calming sounds, all of this cues safe signals to your body, right? And when your body feels safe, your brain can somewhat slow down. I guess it's like a biological reset button. You're kind of using your senses to help your fight or flight. So in mine, this is what I keep in mind. I feel like everyone should have one of these. A sensory slug is so elite. I imagine if I were to go to the beach, get a whole bunch of seashells, and just like shake them around in my hand. I feel like that's what that would sound like. And it's so calming just to listen to that. This is coca candy. It's short for coping candy. This is the world's first intentional mental health candy. There are tons of different flavors to choose from when it comes to coca candy, and they even have different textures. They have a marshmallowy texture, and they also do have like lemon drop, blueberry drop type textures as well. And if you guys do want to give these a try, I do have a discount code. It is J15. You can go ahead and add that to your order and save you some money on some coping candies. The coping candy isn't about the candy specifically. It's about sensory interruption and nervous system regulation. When you pop something super sour, super minty, super hot, super spicy, or even super cold into your mouth, it sends a strong, immediate signal to your brain. Hey, pay attention to this. This thing's bothering you right now. Pay attention to this and not the rage, not the spiral. I'm telling you, when I put one of these things in my mouth, I have to sit there and try not to take it out because of how sour it is. Now, some people can't handle the sour. I am right on the fence, but that's the whole intention. I don't want to be comfortable while eating these candies. These candies are supposed to get me out of here and somewhere else, whether that's the sensation in my mouth, how it's making my throat feel, how if it's making me hot because of how sour it is, if I gotta sit down, if I need some water when I'm done. Like focusing on something else instead of specifically whatever is making you angry, spiral, split. Like your brain can't stay fully locked in in an emotional flash flood and process a sensory experience at the same time. I've noticed that. This is a self-harm pen. I unfortunately am not allowed to show that on YouTube, but I do have a video of it on Instagram if you are interested in that as well. These are my mental health stickers. There's a whole bunch of cute little reminders, affirmations, motivational quotes to help you and encourage you to get through the day, to use your skills if you need it, to feel and be okay with who you are as you are, right? This is a poppet. I have a big poppet and I have a smaller poppet. If you don't know what a poppet is, they're basically like these little silicone things that have like bubble molds that you press in. It's really satisfying to just sit here and play with. It takes your mind off of things for a while, or when you're sitting there watching like a movie, it's really soothing to just sit there and multitask. I know a lot of like kids and such were obsessed with them a couple of years back, but they genuinely are fire, and I understand the hype. I understand. I have an emotion wheel here. These are all of the different emotions. Well, not all of them, but a good portion of the different emotions on this wheel. I keep this. It's a sticker. I like to have it portable. I don't want to have it in one spot, so I don't want to place it anywhere. I'd rather have it so I can grab it and go and hold it with me if I need it. It basically has a whole bunch of different emotions as to how you're feeling. And she's glittery too, so you really can't go wrong with her. If you are someone who also sucks with identifying your own emotions, having one of these on standby, very helpful. Slime! I'm sure we all know what slime is. I have a couple of things in here for when I need to interact or keep my hands occupied. There has been times where I feel like I want to just take my arm and drag it across the dresser and send everything flying. Now, I can't do that, no, but I can sit here and I can rip this slime apart. Like, it's nothing, you know what I mean? And I'm not hurting it. I'm not hurting the slime. I'm not hurting no one else. I'm not bothering anything. This is a good coping mechanism for if you need to get physical sensation, if you need that ripping part, or if you just like the sensation of the slime. The way it looks when you stretch it out. Like, there's so many different factors that make slime cool. Whichever one is for you, then hey, get you some slime. Slime is definitely not just for kids. Toxic waste sour candy. Now, toxic waste, she's something. If you eat too much of it, after a while, it starts to like, the potency starts to like go away. It's good for that here and there. I also like that juicy drops. Ooh, the juicy drop with the toxic waste, it's so good. I will say, don't eat candy too much. Please make sure you're like alternating between your coping skills, because I don't want you guys to end up with ulcers in your mouth from eating too much sour candy, because that can happen. So please be careful and be mindful of that as well. This is my stretchy mochi Hello Kitty. She has gone through it. She's gone through it. She even has a cute little pineapple costume to change into, right? Right? Cute little outfit change moment. And then we have the Apple Hello Kitty. Apple Hello Kitty, it's giving Charlie XCX, right? These are for the intention of when I need the sensation of ripping something, of breaking something apart, of letting my anger out without genuinely breaking the stuff that is meaningful to me. This is a cinnamon roll keychain fidget. And my keyboard sounds like. So similar sounds. I love the way the milky keyboard sounds. It scratches a part of my brain I did not know could be scratched. So I'm thankful and blessed to have this thing and that one of these things exists. They're like little 3D printed keycaps that have cute little designs on them. I have this one, and then we also have this one that's like a little chocolate in a container. She's silent. I take this one out in public. It's like when you click the top of a pen. Some people that's annoying, but to me, I absolutely love the sound, the sensation, the stimming of clicking the top of the pen. So having something similar that replicates that feeling eats down so hard. We have I think this is like an ergonomics fidget spinner. I don't really know how it came to. I got it off of TikTok shop, so it's definitely like not a regular fidget spinner, but it's so cool. because of the fact that there's different compartments that you can spin. You can spin the whole thing, you can spin the inside of it. It's just, again, I'm a very hands-on sensory type of person. Next up are my little ouchies. These are harm reduction fidget toys. I love these so much. You give it a good squeeze and look at the marks that it leaves on your hand, right? It's not damaging you, but it's also scratching that sensation, that urge, if you are also someone who likes to pain stim, or when the urges come that you need to get pain elsewhere in your body. This is so helpful for not damaging yourself. This also kind of has that same texture, the fidget toy, the rigid edges, but this one is a full-on, you sit it in your hand and you're all your fingers are just getting poked and spiked. Does not hurt, okay? It does not hurt. It does not hurt to like unbearable belief. Now, it's not like a enjoyable pain. I wouldn't want this done to me like unwillingly, but it is good for those moments when you need to feel something. When I was a kid, I would always dig my nails into my palm and make my hands bleed. So this kind of gives that similar sensation, and I'm not making my hands bleed. Do with that information what you will, right? Gum. I have this because I have TMJ. I self-soothe by grinding my teeth, unfortunately. I don't hold anything back from you guys. I'm a very vulnerable person when it comes to sharing my mental health journey, and I struggle with grinding my teeth in my sleep. When I'm trying to soothe myself to sleep, it also happens. So it doesn't really help my TMJ either. It doesn't help that jaw pain that is there. I will say having that gum really helps counteract the grinding of the teeth. Also a mouth guard. It's very difficult for me to keep my mouth guard in my mouth. Now, when it comes to building your own, you don't have to buy anything. You could literally look around your room and grab something soft, something warm and tasty, something that smells good, something that you love the smell of, something that helps you express or ground yourself. I also had my Hello Kitty, I don't know where she went. I have a couple of figurines around my room that comfort me a lot. So having 5 things to soothe your senses really does make a big difference. But you could put it in a small box. You could put it in a drawer. You could put it in a tote bag. Whatever works for you. Everyone deserves some sort of emergency comfort go-to, especially when you're overstimulated or emotionally overwhelmed, right? And if you're like me, and forget, keep it somewhere where you'll actually remember. And I will say, having this box has helped me on days where I thought I was going to lose it and I wasn't going to be able to calm myself down. Sometimes I can't talk myself down. Sometimes I need to have something physical and something fast acting. That's day 6. Let me know what you guys decide to put in yours, or if you decide to make one. I just wanted to thank you guys for being here and coming along this journey with me as we consistently work on our DBT skills. Proud of you if you're also engaging as well. Proud of myself. It's definitely not easy showing up every day, but we're doing it, and that's all that matters. I hope something absolutely wonderful happens to you today, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.